Welcome ladies and gentlemen to my YouTube channel. Hope you are all doing well. My name is Regan. For my returning viewers and also to my new subscribers, I surely appreciate so much for your great support always. So for now Kenyans, there is a tension inside ODM. Because remember last week, ODM had a celebration known as ODM at 20. Whereby during that time, they were celebrating the milestone of ODM. But during that celebration, so many things were being exposed. And tuliona every leader pale ODM alikuwa anaongea according to vile anataka kuongea. Tuliona the way Simbarati aliongea, tuliona the way Uburu aliongea, Wanga akaongea, Sifuna pia aliongea, na tukaona the way pia CS Joho aliongea, including pia the way Winnie Odinga aliongea. But from all those talks zenye tulisikia pale, there is major thing yenye tulinotice. And this is the unity. Because inside ODM now, the cracks are widening. And these cracks are being brought by this kind of leaders. When you wako pale ODM, wanna feel like, wow, wata support William Samoei Ruto even beyond 2027. And the other group, they are feeling like, no, let us strengthen the party in order that coming 2027, we might be a stronger party and we can have a presidential candidate. So through that celebration yenye ili happen last week, nimekuambia that so many things were being exposed. And the major thing yenye ilikuwa exposed, it is the unity. Whereby inside the ODM so far, we are having two groups. The one group which is supporting William Samoei Ruto, and they are going forward to an extent whereby they are saying that they will support William Samoei Ruto even beyond 2027. Then the other group which feel like they want to strengthen the ODM in order that coming 2027, they will field a presidential candidate. Or in case of negotiation, they might negotiate on top seats. So for now, there is tension inside the ODM. And even Caleb Amisi is coming out to say like this, that ODM leadership decisions flouted the constitution and election of the party leader should be held at the NDC. And remember, this term NDC is not the first time you are now listening to this term. Because during that celebration of ODM at 20 last week, tulisikia even Winnie Odinga came out and talked about something concerning the NDC. And at that time, Winnie Odinga came out to talk about this issue of NDC because for her, she was feeling that in leadership ya broad-based government, the only person mwenye alikuwa trusted with ilikuwa only Raila Amolo Odinga. But as we are talking now, Raila Amolo Odinga hayuko. So for Winnie Odinga, she's feeling like no, there is no right person for now who can do what? Who can lead this broad-based government relationship. And that's why at that time, she came out and said that there is a need for the ODM as a whole to go back and have something known as NDC. So I want you to listen to Winnie Odinga, then we proceed. But before we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, for more updates, and have not subscribed to YouTube channel, take a second, hit the subscription button, and again, don't forget to like the video. Just a reminder, otherwise, thanks so much for that like, and again, for that subscription. So I want you to listen to Winnie Odinga, how she came out and talked about this issue of NDC. Na the way aliongelelea, alikuwa anajaribu kumaanisha that for now, inside the ODM, the way kuko, hakuna ule mtu mwenye anaweza kuwa trusted with this broad-based government relationship matters. So anasema that the only person mwenye alikuanga trusted with these all matters of broad-based government, it was only Raila Amolo Odinga. But for now, there is a need to go back to conduct a NDC, to choose that leader mwenye ataongoza hii mambo na broad-based government relationship. So listen to Winnie Odinga, then we proceed.
There's something that I wanted to tell you. When it came to the matter of this broad-based government, the people of ODM entrusted one person with the management of that relationship. And that person was Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. That relationship is complicated. And therefore, we are looking and we are wondering, those that are taking it upon themselves to manage it now, are they capable of managing that relationship? I don't think that is a question for me to answer. That is a question for the people of ODM to answer. And party leader is why I'm requesting we need to go back to the people and have an NDC and see who the people want to pick to manage that same relationship.
And for now, even Caleb Amisi is coming out to say that ODM leadership decision flouted the constitution election of the party leader should be held at the NDC. Na anasema that ODM constitution provides for 2 deputy party leader. And that's why Odinga came out to question the management of UDA-ODM relation. Kwa sababu nimekupea that video and you have listened to that video in which you can tell that Odinga alisha sense something. And the thing which Odinga is coming out to talk about, it is something critical. And that's why that issue ya ODM-UDA relationship is now bringing trouble inside the ODM. As I've told you, inside the ODM now, we are having 2 parties. In simple terms, you can say that we are having 2 groups. Whereby, kuna this group, wao wanataka kupresent worship William Samoei Ruto, then this group, they want to strengthen the party. And that's why unapata that last week, during that ODM at 20 celebration, tuliona what really happened. Whereby, tulikuwa tunaona the way watu wanaongea. Huyu akisimama anasema hii, mwingine akisimama anasema hii. And that's why even that celebration, nimekuambia ili expose so many things, including the lack of unity. And inside the ODM now, as you are talking, there is a tension. So, there is a certain article of the ODM party is coming out to say how the party leader should be elected. And I want to read it, then we proceed. So, it says, as I read, in the event that the party leader is unable to discharge of his or her duties by reason of physical or mental infirmity, death, resignation, or where he or she ceases to be a party member or a member of parliament, a special session of the National Delegates Conference shall be convened to elect a new party leader. But before even we proceed, do remember the process which was being done to elect Uburu Odinga? Can you remember? And that means that there was no process yenye ilikuwa done pale. Hakuna. According to the article yenye nimesoma of the ODM Constitution, hakuna ile process yenye ilifanywa pale ODM. Na hawakufuata the ODM Constitution. Because for them, walichagua tu Uburu Odinga, regardless of what Constitution of the ODM says. Because unapata that this article of the ODM is coming out to say that a special session of the National Delegates Conference shall be convened to elect a new party leader. But tuliona everything yenye ilifanyika pale ODM. Si tuliona tu Uburu Odinga anakuwa sworn in as the party leader. But according to Caleb Amisi, he's coming out to say that ODM leadership ili flout the constitution. It means that Uburu Odinga alikuwa elected in a way that they flouted the constitution. So, this election of Uburu Odinga to be the party leader, it is something yenye haiku go through the process yenye inatakikana according to the ODM Constitution article. So, and that's why unapata that during that celebration of ODM at 20 in Mombasa, tuliona Odinga coming out to say that this broad-based government relationship, it was only trusted with Raila Amolo Odinga. And for now, there is a need to go back to conduct an NDC in order to elect that person who will represent ODM in broad-based government. So, as I've told you, it means that Uburu Odinga alikuwa elected in a way that haikuwa inaendana na the constitution of the ODM. Hakuna NDC yenye ilikuwa conducted, hakuna consultation yenye ilifanywa. Si tuliona tu Uburu Odinga amefanya nini? Amekuwa sworn in as the party leader of the ODM. And for now, I want you to listen to what Uburu Odinga came out later and said concerning what Odinga said on this issue of electing a leader who will represent ODM in broad-based government. So Uburu Odinga, this is what he came out and said.
Ninamwambia hiyo mtoto yangu tutaongea na yeye kinyumbani.
And for now, you can clearly tell anyway that there is tension inside ODM, because there is those ones when you wanna feel like no, hii process ya elect the party leader haiku go in a process yenye ilikuwa inatakikana. So for now there is that tension, and that's why even I want you to listen to Caleb Amisi, the way he has come out to say that hii mambo italeta shida even coming 2027, because anasema that even in 2027 those people wenye watakuwa wanapewa nomination ticket signed by Uburu Odinga itakuwa challenged in court. So it means that there is a very, very bigger problem inside ODM, and it must be tackled as earlier as possible. So up to now, listen again to Caleb Amisi on this issue of Uburu Odinga's leadership. Then you will realize that enyewe kuna shida pale ODM.
And that Dr. Uburu Odinga is party leader unconstitutionally.
Definitely it is, because this is the constitution of the party and it can be challenged. In fact, if your nomination certificate will be signed by Uburu, it will be challenged in court. Because the constitution is very clear that you need a national delegates conference to elect a new party leader.
And up to now, Kenyans, I want to ask a question here before we end this video. The question is, do you think that Uburu Odinga is fit to lead ODM? Do you think that Uburu Odinga is fit in leading ODM? Drop your opinion at the comment section. Otherwise, thanks so much for great support. Consider subscribing, commenting, liking, and also sharing. Let's meet in another video.